Hi everyone, my name is Pilot Build Cities, but you can call me Pilot, and welcome back to Wintercrest. In our last episode, we created this office and business district using a mix of Heart of Korea and the financial DLC's assets. We also added in a metro station right in the middle, the sunken station, and connected that all up, and really helped solve a lot of the traffic issues we were having in this area. So today we're going to be expanding over into this area here. And I think we'll be mostly putting in some residential. We are quite low on residents at the moment. So yeah, that demand bar is pretty high. So we'll try and fill up this area. Probably I'm going to use a mix of Green Cities assets and maybe some other high density buildings as well. Probably similar to maybe this asset or this asset. Never fails, Pilot. This neighborhood that we built over here. So without further ado, we'll dive right in. One thing I would like to do is actually get interchange hooked up here. So what I think I'm going to do first is quickly just run this road just a little more curved this way. And I'm thinking we'll just grab this tile while we're here because we are going to need to put in our airport eventually as well. And I think that's going to kind of go down in this area over here. So stay tuned. That's still to come. And then what I think we'll also do is for some ease of access and such as we'll come into the move it mod here, and if we go into nodes, I think we can actually just grab this whole interchange here. So we'll kind of just hold shift using the marquee selection as well, take off any nodes that we don't want there. We'll grab all the ones here, make sure we got everything underneath there as well, and then we'll grab this whole thing here. And I like this one that I built while we were trying to fix traffic in the city because it's nice and compact. So we'll use the copy function there, and looks like we got almost all of it. Just missing one node up here. That should work. So if we copy that, I think this should work. It's looking like it. Let's bring this over here, and we'll just sort of turn it around until we kind of maybe place it in the right spot. So it looks like something around here maybe, and then we'll have to sort of manually connect it up ourselves, but I'd say that looks pretty good there. So let me just get this connected up real quick. All right, so we got that all hooked up and functioning now, which is great. So now we can focus on over here. So I think we don't want too many roads off of this collector, but I think we'll grab a 4U road anyways, and let's grab one maybe with a lot of trees. And I think we're gonna kind of come just a little bit further down, and then we'll try and sort of do a nice little unique design with the roads. We have been very gridded so far in this build, so anything to sort of change it up a little bit. And I think we've got a little space down here as well. If we can maybe just sneak this road under there. I've got anarchy on, so maybe we'll just change this one up a little bit just so we don't have all those trees in the road there. But yeah, so we'll run this road maybe just around, and we'll hook it up into this one, maybe right around there. Looks nice. And so yeah, just something a little bit different, and then we can kind of place down a bunch of roads here in the middle. I think we can use just a regular T road for most of that, and we'll kind of have that come off this road instead. And maybe we'll just have this come straight out like so. And then we'll have it maybe bend a little bit into the other road as well, up to about there. And then we can grab some of our other roads and just bring them straight across here. And this will just at least give us a little bit of something different. So maybe we'll connect that one there. And we'll grab this road here as well. And we'll just bring that maybe to connect into this one. We can use the curve road function, I think, for this one. Have a nice connection there. And I think there's one more road here, so let's bring this one out as well. And maybe we'll just hook it into this road like so. And then we'll probably end up just like zoning a lot of this, and can clean up some of the road configuration a little bit later using no controller. And maybe we'll have some turn restrictions or other roads just to kind of help with these sharp corners. So, yeah, let me maybe just work on laying out this road network. All right, so I'd say I'm happy with this roadway network, and what I've done is sort of split the two in half. I'm actually going to put, well, not quite half, but I'm going to put a little district up here, and I've used the district styles. We're going to use Brooklyn's and Queens up here because we actually haven't used it in the city in a while, so I feel like it's time to bring that back. And then Pearl Heights, we have added the self-sufficient buildings, and I'm just wondering if we want to do anything else for the commercial. If we want to use wall-to-wall, maybe. So we'll probably, yeah, let's do wall-to-wall, because I think those assets look really nice. And then I've taken zoning off of this road entirely, and then I did take some off down here, but I'm actually thinking what I'll do is I'll put this zoning back there, and we'll actually just take it off this road instead. I wish I could, oh yeah. I don't play City Skylines enough to remember that we had the zoning tool built into the game as well now. So I think what I'll do is I will have zoning only on this road instead, and then we'll have no zoning here, and we'll take it off there, and I think this one as well. And then that way we can put some nice commercial buildings all along this collector here. So I'll just have to take Pearl Heights and push the district out a little bit. So let's take that out to there. And I think we'll kind of have it come... No, we're not going to have it there. kind of creating this as I go. I was feeling really inspired to play Cities 1 today. So, but I think what we'll do is we'll split that off. And then in this area, I think where we don't have any zoning, we'll probably build a little bit of a custom city park. So I think I'll go ahead and get this zoned in, and then we'll watch it grow. Alright, so things are starting to fill out nicely. I did add the hospital, childcare facility, elder care, police and fire, just to kind of try and encourage more people to move here. A park there as well, and one landmark, but we are a little low on funds. So what I think we're going to do is we'll kind of work on building a little bit of a park over here, and then hopefully everything will sort of grow in while we work on that. Alright, so for our park, I think what we'll do is we'll start with, let's get the fence in first, because we might as well just know where we're going to have that. And I think we'll just kind of tuck it along this road here. And actually a quick way to do this as well is we'll go into the network multi-tool and the create parallel function, and we'll just go from that node and we'll go all the way around, I think probably to there, and then we'll just bring it on the inside and just a few clicks away from the edge there. And I think that's going to work well. We'll probably upgrade the fence here in just a second. I'm just going to add a node right about... Right about... come on. Okay, maybe this would be easier. Just a bit mod instead. So we'll go like this. Nodes. And we'll just drag that over to there. We're snapping on. And that should work well, I think. And I'm going to just take the zoning off of these here, because I think we're going to probably change this up a tiny bit. So then we'll run this fence, which I'll just change later in the detailing time-lapse properly. And let's turn off all my snap twos for now. Like so, up to... Let's stop there for just a second, and maybe we'll put our park fence, or gates on, I should say. So let's have the main gate. Let's do the small main gate. Don't need to be too extra on this one. And then we'll also run this park space all around this area here. like so. And then let's also grab one of the side gates, and we'll just put it on the other side there as well. So we'll grab our fence, come right down to about here, and then line it up across this way and into that one there. And then I think we'll just use our upgrade tool to change this fence all around here. This of course is really finicky, and I probably should just use the right fence in the first place because I forgot how annoying this was. But there we go. Get these all upgraded. This is a lot easier with, well, we don't have fences in City Skylines 2, so I guess I can't say that, but there we go. Okay, so we just get this fence hooked up here, and then we should be in business sometimes. All right, there we go. So I guess we might as well also actually just bring the fence around. So let's see if we can do this with the curve function there, and then snap it into that one. And I think again, just using move it, we can kind of bring this down into place like so, and that should work out well, I think. And there, so we got our fences and it's laid out. So next, let's see what we would like to place. And I think what I'll do first is maybe just try and place the assets that I want first. And I think one thing that jumps to mind is in the park that Joy built in our downtown, she put the Ferris wheel in here. And I think that's a really great option to have, like something a little bit of a tourist attraction here. So if we kind of tuck that right in the corner, it's going to be seen sort of as you drive down this road and across. And I guess I didn't say this, but I did hook this road up over to there, just so that we maybe help with some traffic. People aren't jumping on and off the highway. So anyways, so I think we'll place that one there. And then I think either with Bob or I may just put different tiles over top. We'll see. And then we should also just see what else we have in here in terms of, I think we'll probably use the, actually, I think I like the zoo assets for this. So we'll probably have the zoo restrooms. So we'll place one there. The zoo souvenir shop, the zoo cafe. I do like the zoo plaza, so we'll see if we can use that as well. And what else do we have in here? See if there's any good. The monkey palace is a bit odd for what I'd want, but I'm trying to think, is there a different sort of, yes, insect, amphibian, and reptile house. So we don't really have a zoo in Wintercrest because it's gonna be too cold for that. But I think we can also use this asset here. And again, we can kind of structure all these different ones together, even though it says zoo on it. We can just use our imaginations a little bit. And yeah, what I'll probably do again, dip into another time lapse. We'll get these buildings arranged. We'll get our paths laid out, and we'll get our little park built. Well, everyone, I must say I'm really pleased with how this neighborhood has come together. Had a lot of fun putting this park together. At first, I wasn't quite sure if it was going to work the way I wanted, but overall, yeah, pretty happy with how it is. Just something small and simple, and was able to use Bob to get the right tiles that I wanted there. This neighborhood is slowly filling out. I did swap out some of it for some commercial just to try and encourage some more people to move in. We were definitely still having more commercial demand than residential at one point there, so yeah. And then just a few little park spaces filled in with some trees and just kind of letting the buildings naturally zone in and grow. You know, I do a lot of plopping, but sometimes I actually like zoning. So, you know, really curious to see how this neighborhood will grow together. Little pops of color from the Green Cities buildings and also the wall-to-wall commercial really just kind of brighten up the whole area. And I've also got the camera or the sun on a pretty good angle right now. So yeah, overall, I'll say pretty happy with that. I did add in some buses as well. I know that the one line here I think is pretty full of people waiting. Yeah, right here. So I think the buses run one, and I'm sorry, I don't remember if you saw that or not, but they run basically over to this area here, but one kind of runs right into the square here, and another one kind of around this neighborhood, and they both sort of run back over to our transit hub here. There's also a metro station that I have added. Remember, down here in this corner, right next to the commercial block there. So yeah, I'd say I'm actually really happy with how this has come together. This is kind of, yeah, the last neighborhood for Wintercrest, and we've got a few more builds to go, and then we'll probably be saying goodbye to the city, at least as a regular series. We may do some live streams here and there if there's still some demand for that. So special thanks to my Patreon members, Brad Plays Cities and Shukaboya. Thank you for your support, appreciate you both. And thank you also to everyone who watches my content. Really appreciate you all, especially if you made it this far. So that'll be it for me for today. So take care. Bye-bye.